What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Kicking It with Moats. Keeping this thing rolling, man. Top 100 sneakers, basketball sneakers ever released, or greatest ever released, according to SlamKicks. Shout out to them over there. And as we've been going down this here countdown, man, we just left off at number 6, which was the Reebok Question Mid. Shout out to AI. But then the number 5 shoe on the list. Shout out to the one and only Kobe Bean Bryant. They went with them Adidas, them crazy 8s. Fire sneaker, but unfortunately I did not and do not have a pair of those, man. I've been contemplating going back to get them, but unfortunately I don't have one. So we're going to skip over those. And we're going to go to number 4, which is the Air Jordan 1. All right. Now, man, why you write so much about the Air Jordan 1, bro? God dang, I know this is a fire shoe, but look at all this writing. Like, bro, we got to read all this. All right, so we're not going to read all this. What we're going to do is this. We're going to I'll give you my best, all right? Let's spend a little time with it. It is the Air Jordan 1, right? This is like the shoe that started it all, right? So I guess we'll give it a little time. So for the Air Jordan 1, released in 1985, says the Air Jordan 1 may not hold the number 1 spot on this list, but there's little doubt that it's the most important model in the history of basketball sneakers. Heck, maybe sneakers, period. Of any category. In a literal sense, the Air Jordan 1 kick-started the most popular signature sneaker line in hoops history. Facts. Air Jordans. In a historical sense, the Air Jordan 1 was responsible for the beginning of the basketball sneaker industry as we know it today. You heard what he said, man. Before Michael Jordan, sneakers were just for playing basketball. Writer Roy S. Johnson said in the in the Netflix documentary, The Last Dance, all of a sudden, sneakers became fashion and culture. Indeed, MJ's marriage with Nike would redefine the sports connection with style, creativity, and in the intersection between hoops and pop culture. And it all began with the Air Jordan 1. Thank you for the Air Jordan 1. Thank you. I'm grateful. I love Jordans. I love sneakers, and I love the fact that now we ain't gotta just wear our shoes just for hooping. Now they could be hooping in regular shoes. Jeez. Let's get it, man. The Air Jordan 1 is even more popular now than it was when it first came out. Nearly 40 years later, the classic silhouette is so special that you see it everywhere, from weddings to NFL football fields. Ain't that the truth? And shoot, even on the golf course. Holla at George. The one is made up of the iconic Air Jordan Wings logo, the instantly recognizable swoosh, the leather upper, and Nike Air logo on the tongue. The Jordan 1 got its first re-release in 1994, one of the first ever retros, mind you, and in recent years, you've seen the collabs with the likes of Off-White, big facts, Dior, yeah, Machiavelli, Dior, I'm sorry, all right, and Fragments, shout out to the Fragments as well, all right, but they all have kicked the Jordan 1's high fashion game into overdrive. It's perhaps no surprise that the super OG Air Jordan 1 would be a favorite among disruptors in fashion and music. I'm gonna skim to the end of this thing, man, because like I said, it's a lot that he talks about in here. But last thing he says is, in March 1998, MJ's final season with Chicago, he pulled out an OG pair of Jordan 1s for his last game in a Bulls uniform at the Garden. Shout out to Madison Square Garden. And promptly dropped 42 points on the Knicks in the Bulls' 102-89 victory, proving that they were always good enough for the GOAT. Yes, because there was some controversy surrounding these shoes in terms of performance. You know, would they still be good enough for the one and only MJ? But like I said, man, with the Jordan 1, a ton of heat. But for me, man, I wanted to talk about my wings. Jordan 1 wings, my specific pair right here. Now, like I said, man, I got a ton of Jordan 1s. Got the original Chicago colorway, all-star pairs, the breads, the patent leather breads. I mean, we can go down the list, right? But the one, or shoot, even the Alea Elias. There's another one. I'm butchering her name, but yeah, you know who she is if you down with it. But The wings, man, I really dig for a couple of reasons, man. Number one, I like the fact that when you talk about the material, this is their like highest end, or the one of the more high end leathers that they use on this particular shoe. There was a limited edition in terms of the release. 19,400 total pairs of this particular sneaker made. So you can see the exclusivity when this came out in 2017, but it was for multiple reasons. You get the heavy black with the gold or brushed gold colorway up here. And the thought process was to represent Jordan's underlying confidence. That was the thought. That was how they marketed it when this came out. Then on the back, you got it in all gold, Jordan's wing logo, right? Let me get that right there for you. And that's on both sides, as you can see. Just paying homage to the poster, right? And then the same on the bottom of the shoe. You get a nice little blue translucent so you can see through it, but then you got wings. Love that, man. Love it. Then on the interior portion of the shoe, see it's a nice little wings design in there, right? And that's on both of the sneakers. And the cool part is that same design that you see in here, if you were to, you know, take like some rubbing alcohol or anything to remove the color off of these shoes, underneath the gold, this whole shoe, both of these shoes inside and out, are covered in that pattern that you see on the inside portion of the sneaker right here, man. Like I said, just another cool concept of the Jordan wings. Also get the wing concept on the tongue, like I said, just like the poster. So another pretty cool, like I said, just added element to the Jordan 1, the wings right here. So like I said, man, definitely one of my personal favorite Jordan 1s. But you guys let me know your thoughts on the Jordan 1. If you're a fan of it, the highs, the mids, the lows, you know, what's your agenda? What's your mindset? But either way, you know I'm rocking my heat, baby. I hope y'all doing the same, man. But either way, you know I appreciate you. And until next time, baby, peace.